Oh, I see those bars moving, son. Oh, man. This is episode 12, dude. This is a new era of podcasts. The 11 through 20 era. It's going to be epic. And this is also the I don't know what to do with my life podcast. And we're a little covert right now, but it should be aight. So I got a lot of stuff done, yo. Oh, untalented people. You ain't got no talent. You ain't got nothing. Yeah, I was just thinking, like, I was a weird kid, you know, so, like, I don't know. Where we lived in Liberty Lake, there weren't a ton of kids in the freaking neighborhood. There were, like, none, dude. It was, like, my cousins down the street, Jake and Mick, and then my brother, and then a couple stragglers here and there. We had one kid named Colton, Benny, like, just random kids who came and went, you know. No one consistent. And then I think it was partly because of that, you know, I got so deep into music, because you're alone all the time out at Liberty Lake, and there's no kids anywhere. You can't go anywhere. You can't go to find the kids, you know. And my parents really weren't down with friends coming over all the fucking time. Even though now they would say, oh, no, every day we'd let them come over. But that's fucking bullshit, because I remember they wouldn't let me fuck with the phone that much, you know. They have a selective memory like all parents. Like, oh, I never said that. When it's like something that you would never forget, you know. Oh, the scars of life. But anyway, because of that isolation, or maybe just being out there, like, got into music. You start listening to music, and it kind of makes you go. I mean, you can listen to music, like, a couple different ways. You can listen to it as just, like, an outside thing, outside of you. What is that? Is that extrinsic? Or what is that? Is that external? You know, you can hear it and go, I like the general sounds of this. Or you can listen to it, but then listen to it deeper and take it inward. Right into your nuts. Right into the soul of your nuts, you know? Like, right, you know, you can listen to it and really study it and just kind of, I guess just kind of dive into it further and just get in there and escape. You know, it was a world of escape. So, because of that weird habit of getting into stuff so deeply like that, you know, like making a million podcasts like that, you know? That habit of getting into those things so extremely and so obsessively, I started getting good at stuff here and there. I got good at wrestling that way. Got good at archery that way. Got good at, you know, weightlifting. I started that from a young age when I was back in the deer. Because when you are alone and you're doing one thing a lot, it's only a matter of fucking time before you get really good at it. It's only a matter of time if you get good at it if you have high standards and if you are sure that you're doing things properly from the beginning. Because you're just going to instill fucking shitty ass habits doing something the wrong way, like lifting weights with bad form, you know. From the fucking moment I started that, I try to be as perfect as possible. And same with archery, try to be as perfect as possible. So if you're trying to be as perfect as possible, and that's what you're aiming for in your head, and you suck ass, you know, that's fine, you know, because as long as you have the right goal in your head to push you hard enough to be better than you thought you could be. That's the fucking issue with fucking people. That can be an issue with people, dude. They fucking idolize a guitar player who's like, you know, like the dude from, like a guy from, like Dinosaur Jr. or something like that. Or even the Black Keys, you know. And that's great. They're great songwriters. They can do stuff, you know. They do have guitar tones, sort of. I think they're a little messy, a little fuzzy. If it's that big muff shit. But anyway, like, they idolize, you know, if you idolize a guy from Dinosaur Jr., you're gonna get to that level a lot faster than you would if you idolized Stevie Wonder, or I guess for guitar players, you're like Eric Clapton or someone, you know. You gotta aim high, bitch. You gotta aim high. For me, songwriting, dude, you're aiming for Elton John, Stevie Wonder, James Taylor, you know, just the great songwriters, you know. But you have to aim high. When guys don't aim high, they arrive at their destination and way faster than they thought, and they go, I'm done. I made it. I put on three fuzz pedals, you know, all big muffs, all linked in the same chain, and I just, hit that open core, and that's all I ever really strive to do, So you have to strive for greatness, even when you just are pretty sure. Even when you know, or you're pretty sure there's no way you're going to come even close ever. Because if you don't strive for that, then you really never will make it. I mean, you probably won't anyway. You might not. I never thought I could play guitar at all. But it gives you the chance that it could happen at least. It gives you the chance. And if you don't put in the fucking work, son, you over. You gotta put it in. You gotta put it in, son. The work. Oh, man, the moisture index is low. Of course, it is early, but the moisture index, for the record, carrying forward on the podcasts, it's not referring to the weather. Well, it sort of is. It's referring to the climate of the crotch. Crotchal climate reading coming in. And the moisture index, I'm keeping it low. But I'm moving like a sloth. Just everything I reach for, just like, just don't rush it. So once you get the stream flowing, once it gets dripping down that crack, shit, dude. The rest of your day until you get home, and you can pretty much get naked, gold bond, and just regroup, Oh, shit. But at least our apartment's cool. I wish we had a little air conditioner for the bedroom, dude, but our apartment is sick, dude. It's 800 something square feet. We're only spending like $550 each compared to our last place where we paid $6 something, which is more than I ever paid. And it was a shitty apartment. It was like a little tiny one bedroom. This is a big one bedroom, dude. Huge. 5 minutes from the city, right off of a busy street. So I just boop, right into the downtown. It's going to help us save a lot. And it's a nice place to be, dude. That's it. I didn't realize we lived in this shitty little place where they charged us for everything. They charged us for parking, water, sewer, heat, reach around service. Dude, like everything they did. Oh, there's concrete, so we got a charger. It's like, shouldn't that be there? Like, but going from that, I didn't realize we lived there for 2 years. We re-signed a year lease. And I wish we would have left earlier because we were there, and it just was like, I was there, so I was happy because it was the first apartment we got when we moved to Portland here. So I was just happy to make it into a place, get a job, and be able to buy food and live at first. And then we signed a second lease, so I just sort of forgot, I guess. Sort of forgot what a dingy little place it was, and how crappy it was. And then when we moved to this place, holy shit, dude, the first night I even slept in there. It's a vaulted ceiling. It's a lot higher because there's beams that go up. And as a result, I can hang a punching bag off the beams and shit. It's fucking sick. Fucking alarm's going off, dude. But just the height of the fucking room, dude. You always hear that on the house hunters. Like, I want tall ceilings. You're like, what the? I used to always think, you don't need tall ceilings as long as you can stand up straight and then put your hands straight above your head and basically not, like, run straight into the ceiling. Then you're fucking good. What difference does that make, dude? Well, I'm here to tell y'all. Fucking alarms. Oh my god, every time I'm doing this, there's something going down in the world. It makes a huge difference having that high ceiling, though. Something about it just feels like you can breathe or something. The first night there, it was just comfort. I could relax a little more. It was weird. Oh, it's energy drinks. Energy drink is going strong. But let's see where I'm at. Yeah, your environment around you, dude. And everyone knows that a cleaner place, Cleaner place is better for your mind, but I'm gonna say a cleaner place and then a taller ceiling. Taller ceiling is it's big, dude. It's real big. Keeping it clean is I don't know, it's not a challenge, you just have to get into the routine, But when you never, our place is pretty clean. I've been trying real hard with this place, dude. Just when we moved in, I was so happy to have the nicer place. It was bigger, and I was like, dude, I want to live like I'm trying to live like a civilized human. And Ashton and I are similar in this that we've kind of been living like freaking idiots for years. Like, She just has her clothes in garbage bags and piles, or she did, and I just had them laying over a chair because I had no clothing at all. At one point I lived in a single little room, and then my closet was like the extension to my room, but it was the closet, but it was more like a dressing area because there weren't any clothes. It was just clothes over a chair, So we used to living like that and going from place to place. I didn't have a bed for like 2 years, but I also didn't have a Japanese style futon, and I should have gotten one. Fucking blew it. But it wasn't that bad on the ground, but just living like that, just insanity and just messy with beer cans everywhere, and just, you know how it is. When the coffee table, you clean it and it's clean, and then just boop, 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 shit just builds up on it, you leave a yogurt cup, you leave a candy bar wrapper. It's fucking laziness, dude. That's what it is. Laziness and stupidity. Stupidity. Yeah, but I'm done with it. I'll let the coffee table build up a little, but I every single week on my weekends, I'm cleaning that kitchen until it's clean. We have a dishwasher now, too, which is, oh my God, the dishwasher. Way bigger kitchen, dishwasher, little oven, little 60s oven that's raised up and flush in the wall, set in back in the wall. Fucking awesome, dude. So we're keeping this clean. We're trying to have a civilized life somewhat, just at home at least, dude. It's gonna help with the brain waves, bro. It just relaxes you. I don't know. It's nice to come home to as well, and there's a pool at the apartments, which is awesome. And I forgot about it until I was walking by the other day. I was like, God, it's hot. I wish there was a way. If only there was a way to escape it underneath some cold, viscous liquid. Yeah, and I look over and I'm like, oh my God, a fucking idiot. Swear to God, the shit you don't notice that's right in front of your eyes, even, or you just, your brain, you just put it in the back of your head or something. It's amazing. But you just don't see it, but it's right there. It's probably why people kill themselves, dude. That's what it is, dude. I think your brain gets so cloudy based off of all these fucking emotions and all this stupid shit that you forget. Like, oh yeah, I'm fucking... In some cases, it's like they forget, oh yeah, I'm basically a millionaire, and oh yeah, everyone loves me, and oh yeah, I have a fucking dream job. It's like you just get clouded and you can't see that shit right in front of you. You can't see reality anymore. And then once you can't see reality, you're like, oh, I'll be living in some kind of fucked up dream state, and then you just say, oh, well, I might as well end it, and you tell yourself that story, and then, wow! That's how it happens, bro. Speaking a little bit from experience, but I was able to push the cloud away yet again. Clouds. Emotional clouds are clouding me. Alright, we're covert, and I'm eating a bagel, and I'm building other stuff and all. I'll be back. Oh God. The record button is... Man, it's weird how the fucking world functions, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you. These small little places, having worked for different businesses throughout the years, definitely makes you fucking realize just how poorly some businesses are running, dude. Dude, I've been to big chains like Office Depot and shit, and it's just freaking shit show. It's like, dude, how can you guys be open still, dude? Or how can you be this big and this shitty, I don't know. It's a lot of small places like that, but damn, dude. Places are barely held together. They have managers that are just can't pay attention to shit. Fucking ridiculous, dude. I don't want to be a manager, biatch. I want to be an owner. At least see, Cam has his fucking dog business, or he doesn't have a dog business. He's trying to start a training business. It's kind of like personal training, but for dogs, But dude, what the shit, dude? He has a direction. He's going in one in Spokane, dude. See, think about that one. That's good, because dogs, more people are getting dogs now, but they're getting farther from nature, so they're understanding dogs less. We're getting far from nature in these cities, and everyone wants a cool dog to hang out with, dude, and They buy one and then they put it in their apartment. Oh, dude, at the last apartment we lived, that little one I was telling you about just now. Dear God, dude, these next door neighbors to the left of us, to one side of us, as if it matters. They had beagles, dude. They had like 2 beagles, and that's just an example of someone who has forgotten nature. Do you forget that animal it comes, ultimately the lineage or the bloodline? The bloodline comes from wild. So somewhere in there is wild, just like us. But we're getting so far from it, some people are losing it. You can't even build a fire and shit. But, just forget nature. And forget that dog's going to want to do what that dog is kind of bred to do. And it's in their freaking blood, dude. People before that had they have a husky? No, they had like a hound. Oh my God, the worst thing ever, dude. Worst dogs you could ever have in apartments, dude. Plus, you're a fucking dick. You're a dick as far as the dog is concerned. You get a Malamute husky. Those fuckers, to us, because we're lazy fucks and we're animals, we don't want to pull a sled up a hill in 5 feet of snow all day long, with the thing loaded down with 500 pounds. We don't want to do that. We will choose the easy way out. See, now, but what people forget and what they don't understand is that husky is dying to do that shit. It's what they do. It's what they want to do. And they'll do it all day. But we just think like, I wouldn't want to, so he doesn't want to. Let's watch a movie. Yeah, you don't understand this? An animal. It's an animal. So don't forget nature, yeah. Don't forget nature. I love when people say, they're just like, I just love the outdoors, and I love nature, and I love shopping, and I love nature. It's kind of funny when people say they love it, because it's like, yeah, I know what you mean. Like, you like it, right? I like it too. But it's almost more like you love it on a deeper level. It's where you're supposed to be. When you go into the woods, you're like, this is nice, I like it. It's like, it's not like you like it. You're finally in your actual environment where you're actually supposed to be, and your body goes, oh, this is where it is. You're the wild side, that wild thing in you, like the dog. It just relaxes, and you feel that. And everyone goes, I like nature. It's like, yeah, you do like it, yes, but you're really meant to be part of it. And we've sort of separated. So when you go out there and you feel part of it, that's what it is, y'all. Shit is a deep connection. And I don't go to churches. I ain't going to no church. I'll probably never go to a church unless I'm doing some like research paper or some shit. Or just, no, it's never going to happen. They're weird. So I'll just go outside, dude. There's no more a sacred fucking area in the world than outside, dude. You know how old these trees are? These trees are way older than that building. And what they do at the church is they make the building so cool that when you look at the building, you think, God, look how ornate this is. How cool this is. They must be right. They try to create such a facade that's like, damn, look how big this skyscraper is. There's no way they could have all this money backing something that's not true or right. So it's almost like they try to trick you with that. If you go out fucking side underneath like a fucking forest canopy, it's like you're in an arena with a fucking, like the Kingdom. Remember that? They blew that shit up. But, it's like you're in this sacred, like, cathedral when you're in this huge, and it's so much older, and the ground below you is, millions of years old. But, they're just like, you gotta go to the building every day. Go to the building on the same day, too. It's always gotta be the Sunday. It's like, did it say that in that book? That one that everyone read? That you had to go on Sunday? It probably does. But I would think, maybe in the book it should just say go once a week. Whenever you can, take half an hour. Go once a week. And that's the thing. I don't think, why do you have to go somewhere? It's not like you're going to the doctor. It's not like you go in with a gaping wound and then you come out and it's actually patched up. It's all psychological. So it's like, you can accomplish that same psychological thing at home, can't you? So all the fucking religions are the same anyway. They all basically say, sit down at some point in the day and have, like, what is it? Just fucking reflect. Shut your mouth and have quiet reflection. which I think means you just, it's like meditating. And they say it, praying is basically that exact fucking thing, dude. You're just taking a moment, you're shutting your mouth, and you're thinking for a second. And it's like, it's all the same shit. It's not, I don't even know if it's so much religion to like a god, or if it's just like your brain gets stressed out when you never stop it. You never give it a space to breathe. It's kind of like fasting, when you never give your stomach any break. You give your brain a break, dude, as it just builds and builds with this bullshit, Give your brain a break. Brain break 5,000. That's my new product. This podcast is brought to you by Brain Break 5,000. I hope that's a Brain Break 5,000. That'd be sick if that was a business. And they're like, hey, we like what you do. I heard you talking about meditation one time. But it's psychological, dude. You can't just be all the fucking time. I mean, you can be. Then you die early. I was listening to this thing the guy was saying, or the human body as like a vehicle, like a car. It's supposed to run for like 150 years or something. And then so that's how much we fuck it up, dude. 150 years. Holy shit. You imagine, the thing is, you'd get so much more done in 150 years, but you're never going to make it to the 150 years if you're doing too much shit. Because the guys who have made it past 100, like the really old dudes in the world, like 112 or whatever, they fucking are basically sitting in a hut in India, and they just kind of sit all day. It's low impact on their bodies, Well, if I aim to make it for my projected 80 years, 85 bonus, we'll see. That's bad, dude. 150? Holy shit. 60 something years or whatever, right? 70 years you're missing because you like to get a Rockstar energy drink on the way to work. And because you have some rainiers, Smoking the weed. I don't know if the weed, I think the weed just makes you lazy, dude. I think it makes you lazy and it kills your motivation, which is a fucking killer. Don't get me wrong, that's a killer. That can ruin a life. Just lack of motivation and drive, dude, that fucking will ruin you. You'll be 50 before you know it, smoking weed still. You'll be 50, biatch. And that's why I do extreme shit, like boxing and shit, because I can stop smoking. I don't want to stop. I really like it. So I have to do something extreme, some discipline on the side. Boxing, playing guitar in that regimented military way, doing podcasts now. This is my new hobby. It's funny, we were recording on our equipment at home. I thought a long time ago, I'd like to start a podcast, and I thought I just don't have the equipment. I just don't have the stuff. And this is an example of not seeing what's right in front of your face. I had an interface sitting at home that someone gave me. A 2-mic interface, which is all you need. That's actually four inputs, sorry. It's way more than I need. And then I have a laptop. And then I have 2 microphones, cables everywhere. And I was thinking it has to be live or something. What the hell was I thinking, dude? It's like, it's got to be live. Like, none of them. I mean, some of them, but a lot of them are pre-recorded, dude. It's like not seeing all the equipment right in front of me. Could have started it a long time ago. Started it a long time ago. Wasn't seeing what was in front of me, dude. Fucking stupid. And I could have had 1 billion episodes by now. That's why I'm crunching them. So I'm crunching them in, son. But you have to make moves, right? It seems like you have to just almost stupidly just go and just do stuff and put it out. I mean, I say that all the time. Put free shit out there, but but I wasn't doing it because they're just like, geez, I pulled way away from that. It's still loud. Jeez. But yeah, it's like you just gotta start. You have to start, and that's what they say. Isn't that what they say? They, the government. The government says, yeah, the hardest part is starting shit. Once you get it going, you got it going. But it's starting it. It's like, why is it that way when you have all the shit sitting right in front of you that you need? Because your brain's messed up and you ain't seeing it. It's fucking weird. Brains, yeah. I don't know. There's just too much shit going on in the human mind. It's a disease as well as it is a freaking gift. Drinking water. But the shit works so damn well that it works too well. It works so well, I'm gonna make all the stress for myself in this little city bubble that we built on top of the wilderness, so we're not really in it. I'm gonna make all the stress for myself when really the reality is I'm not being hunted by a cougar or a fucking bear or people, even worse, worst one ever. I'm not being hunted. I'm not in danger of my life. I'm not in need of food or water, and my family is safe. So I have a shelter, a place to stay. Like, there's no actual stress when you break it down. All I need is food, shelter, water, and biatches. And the lady. But, yeah, it's the essentials you need, and that's why I'm trying to go. Not minimalist living, per se, not like, I don't want to be too hippie with it, like I reuse my toilet paper, like, And it's not really what the main goal of, I have to reduce my carbon footprint. I don't know what it is. I don't really care too much, because when I go to the woods, I take my garbage home. And actually, when I see garbage, I'll pick that shit up half the time. But, I don't fucking know. No, literally, I don't even know. I don't even know what I was saying. Just something about garbage, something about other stuff. And that's when the weed kicks in. It's that short term when I just walk. I like go into the shop to do something, and I'm like, grab a thing, and then I go, and I'm like, I just walked in to grab it. I just said, go grab it to myself. And then I'm there, and yeah, you just fucking, you blank out with this short term memory weed stuff. Maybe that's why, my short-term memory was keeping me from seeing that equipment that I was like leaning up against, saying like, I wish I could make a podcast. And I'm like leaning on the box that has like everything in it that I need. Like, fucking idiots. Oh man. Well, it's been another good podcast, y'all. Enjoy your living in your city bubbles. City bubbles. It's weird, you walk on top of concrete, and it's just like they came and just placed a little bubble right on top of the freaking where you should be. Maybe get your nuts out there. I want to get my nuts into the woods where I actually belong. It's so fucking weird now, though, the way humans are. You can't even just go out and be a wild human. You can't go out and like make a fire anywhere. If I want to go take a BB gun somewhere, if I walk through the neighborhood, they're going to flip the fuck out, dude. Flip out and call the cops on you. Oh, it's a gun. When it's a Red Ryder, it's like, dude, you uneducated? Yeah. Yeah, dude. But I'm getting out there. I just wish I could go out, and I'd like to set up camp, dude. Set up fucking camp. Bring a lunch, make a fire, make some kind of shelter. I used to have shelters all around Liberty Lake. I had little lean-tos out there. And when we go this September, I'm going to go look at one. It's been there for like 10 years, dude. 10 years of this structure that I built, this lean-to out of just logs. It's been standing. Probably longer, dude, because I was in high school. Oh my God, it's 15-something years. And the frame was there. Obviously, the pine needles died. But the frame was there. And we built like 5 of them. But that was cool because I can go up and just go be the way I'm supposed to be, y'all. Make a lunch. It's funny, I never had to shit when I was up there. I don't have to shit that often now, but I feel like I would need to do some kind of toilet accommodations there. We were young, The shit schedule wasn't as it wasn't required. When you get older, you kind of want to like, if I could do this in the morning right before I shower, that'd be great, and then no other time throughout the day. It's really, things like that become much more important, it seems. I bet they get more important. So I'm bitching about it now, but I'm only even dealing with it in the tiniest amount possible. It probably just goes up and up and up and up and up. Just add shit to the list to deal with. Your body's like breaking down slowly. Oh my God. Maybe it wouldn't break down so slow if you went in the woods a little bit and took some quiet reflection. Shut your damn mouth. Because it's hard to listen when your mouth's always open. That's what I always say, Bill. You freaking idiot. Alright. It's episode 12, dude. Of the I Don't Know What to Do With My Life podcast. Obviously, you know why it's called that. So, it's been real. It's been Creole. And I'm out.